What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Dr. Killjoy, coming back at you again. I know it's been a while, but we're back. Definitely not going to be back to the daily uploads, but you should be seeing some more of me every once in a while. We've got some gameplay going on for you in the background, not currently playing. Hands-free. There's a gameplay from a few days ago. We got control. We're down 0-2. We're looking to make the comeback. Anyways, that's not the point of the video. The reason why you clicked on this is today I'm going to be giving you some helpful tips and tricks on how to get out of that competitor and advanced level in league play. Currently, I find myself in the elite bracket category, whatever you want to call it, elite rank. That's the word. I was in masters for a little bit, dropped down to elite. It happens. You're going to fluctuate a little bit here and there. But here are some of my top tips to get out of those bottom two ranks, competitor, advanced, those ranks, elite even. So, starting it off first. Never quit out of your games. There's no benefit to quitting out of your games. You're going to lose your rank either way. It is very frustrating when your teammates do back out of the game. You get stuck in a 3v4, 2v4. Don't quit out of the game. There's no benefit to it. And there could be benefit to staying in the game. You could say it is a 4v4. 3v4, all that doesn't matter quite as much. You could just keep your shot warm in that situation. 4v4, you're getting absolutely stomped. Don't quit out, because there's always a chance you can make the comeback and win. And also, take a look at what the other team is doing well and why you're losing, and start implementing that into your game. Nice shot punch there with the Krig in hand. Moving on to the next one. Never solo queue. This game, I'm solo queuing here, and we went down 0-2, and honestly, I didn't have a great game. You never want to solo queue. That makes it a lot more difficult on yourself. If you have teammates flowing into this next piece of advice, teamwork is everything. That's why you don't want to solo queue. You want to know who you're playing with. Build that chemistry with your teammates. Find some friends. Find some random people. Just find some people to play with. And you want to make sure you're using your headsets, using your mics, communicate with your team, make your call-outs, say where you're going, say why, well, not why you're going there, obviously, but say where you're going, what you're doing, what you're watching, where you're spawning. Make sure you're making crisp, clean call-outs. Keep the small talk up. And yeah, moving on to the next one. Nice little trick here. You want to warm up, and I would shoot bots. I probably wouldn't hop into a multiplayer pub. Pubs in this game are whack. I'll be the one to say it. So I would hop into a lobby.
Sorry,
I like to shoot.
I couldn't hear what you said.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. I would hop into a lobby. Shoot bots. I like to play it on Nuketown. Throw 8 bots in there because that's the max you can have. And just run around, get your shot warm. Shoot as many bots as you feel comfortable once you start feeling warm. On top of that, you want to make sure you're comfortable with your equipment and your settings. So your controller, make sure you're comfortable. Your settings, your button layouts, your sensitivity. Pick whatever feels right for you. I don't even want to tell you what I play for my sensitivity or anything. Because just play what feels great for you. And if it feels great for you, then use that. Don't copy someone else just because they're good with that. That's what they're comfortable with. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be comfortable on it. So play with whatever you're comfortable with. Next up, we got another big tip. Focusing the objective. That's going to help lead to wins. Going to raise your rank. Going to get you out of these bottom ranks. You want to make sure you're focusing the objective over your KD. Obviously, you want to be getting kills, and you don't want to be getting killed. But the objective is more important than getting a kill all the way across the map, not even close to the objective. That's not going to do anything to help your team win. It's a pointless kill. Moving on. Next, you want to use all your resources efficiently. So, defining resources real quick. Obviously, you have your nades, your stuns, streaks, even going down to your ammo and your weapon or your health. Make sure whenever you use a resource, you're getting something from it. Don't just use a resource for free. If you're throwing your nade just off spawn, hucking at random, you don't even know where they're there. You're not really gaining any information. You're not doing any damage. You're not doing anything with that. So you want to make sure you're being very effective with all of your resources. With your health, don't take unnecessary damage if you don't need to. Make sure you're using your stuns and nades effectively. Even with a stun, if you're throwing it out just to gain some information on if a player is in a location or not, that's still a resource. Information is a resource that you can communicate to your teammates, like I said earlier. So make sure you're always trading your resources in a positive way. Yeah, map control even as a resource. I got my notes here. That's the one thing I missed. Map control is a huge resource, especially in a map or in a game mode like Control. Having control of the map makes it so much easier. You got your Krieg in hand, you can get posted up, not have to worry about anything. You know your flanks are covered. Back to the communication. It's key. Communication is key. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Communication is key. Make sure you're looking up at your mini-map if you don't have that full communication. Know what your teammates are watching so that you know what you need to be watching. Moving on to kind of our last big point here is you want to make sure you're staying effective in your role. And there's roles in Call of Duty, but at the same time there's not. Typically, if you look at a pro gameplay, they're going to have 2 ARs and 2 subs. So kind of what I'm trying to say here is if you're using an AR, you know, especially with the Krieg, it doesn't have recoil. The gun shoots laser beams. So make sure you're playing on your headies, you're keeping range. You don't want to be running and gunning with a Krieg, because then the 74U is going to outgun you. Most of the time, at least. The Krieg is kind of nuts. But you want to make sure you're playing your range, taking advantage of the gunfights that you know you'll win. You always want to be confident going into a gunfight. You don't want to give up any deaths for free. Make sure you manage your resources as a team and as an individual. And then, for example, if you're using the 74U, make sure that you're getting into those ratty positions to where you can be up close and personal and make the Krieg players, make it hard on them. You want to make it hard on the opposition. Make sure you're getting the kills that you need to do to not let them get into position. Kind of going back to what I said about map control. It's super important in game mode. Honestly, in every game mode in this game, I would say probably the least important would maybe be search, just because of how search plays in this game. It's very flipping back and forth on a site until you finally commit. But then when you do commit, you want that map control. And it still is important so that you have the opportunity to flip back and forth. Looking into our gameplay here, it looks like we're about to tie things up 2-2 after being down 0-2. So you absolutely love to see that. That's kind of all I've got for you guys today when it comes to my tips and tricks to get out of competitor in advance. Any other questions? Any other comments? Let's start a conversation down in the comments below. We're going to let this game play out. We'll cast this last round. We're going to a round 5. That's all the comments I have. Any tips, tricks, advice, leave them down below. Anything I might have missed. I'm not a pro player. There's definitely things I could have missed. I also wasn't having a great game here, but I was making smart plays at points where maybe I wasn't challenging something. I was playing my life, just holding map control, and it didn't matter. I think I end up going negative in this game. Well, EKIA positive, but if you take the assist, my actual KD ends up being negative here. Even up, we're just even off the break, 28-28. That's what I was trying to say. Find a free pick off the guy pushing pool steps. He had been doing that prior, so I knew that that was his tendency to push up pool steps off rip. So I was just holding that to get a free pick. Already have some pressure up towards B. That's another big kill. I'm on a 3 streak. Not necessarily thinking about streaks yet, but it's in the back of my... It's not quite in the back of my head yet, but if I get one more kill, I'm starting to kind of think about it. You need 7 for that first streak, and then Cruz would be the 8th kill. I get another one. Up to 5. I saw a player there, so I want to make sure I stay alive because my health is low. I'm going to take back this power position here. Trying to just find a player. We have heavy B control right now, which is the harder point to capture on this map, so we should have the capture, and it does come through. I see that there is one behind me. I get the kill. I'm on 6, and I get very unfortunate timing. As soon as I mantle over, because I thought we were clear at that point, I didn't realize that there was going to be another player there. Very unfortunate timing. Kills me off streaks. If I would have killed him, I would have had the... What's it called? Artillery. 20-17 in lives, which is, they can definitely come back in lives right now. We did just find 2, which makes it a lot easier for us, and we have control of the A point. There was one on the flank. I probably could have played that situation better to get a free kill on this guy. I'm trying to just stay alive, kind of finesse a little bit. Almost gunned that guy. If my shots were straighter, I probably could have gunned him there. Like I said, we were up 20-15, and now it's Oh, we got a few kills there, but it was 15-14 for a second. So if they would have won those fights, we would have been down in lives. We've been managing a 3 to 5 life lead for the second half of this round, though, so we're feeling pretty good. We just have to capture A. We already have 1 tick off of it. We got plenty of time. Still 1:06 on the clock. The clock's not going to be moving when we're in the point. I'm just trying to kind of hold this position. Not necessarily trying to chow anything. Trying to catch a player on the other team out of position, get a free kill. 14-8 in lives. We get that free kill I wanted, and then I just chow this guy like a sicko. Didn't quite work out for me there. That stun right there, I'm just trying to check and see if anyone is right here out or zig or in zig. Trying to make sure we have that mid-map control. I find one. We're 8-4 in lives. My teammate just did die in art, and we're kind of all pushing for this mid-map presence anyways. I play this situation kind of poor here. I'm feeling indecisive at this moment. 8-3 life count. I'm just trying to find where these players could be, and I get picked because I'm playing way too slow in that situation. I got to make a decision and stick to it. Looks like it's not really going to matter, though. We have 2 ticks, 6v2. My teammate's going to pick up one more, so we're just looking for this last guy, 20 seconds. I knew he was sitting right there, too, and I should have pre-fired it, honestly. We're in a 5v1, or 6v1 at that point, I guess, but it shouldn't have mattered. I should have just pre-fired it and sent it, but it doesn't matter. We made the 3-2 comeback. Got me hyped. Let me know what you guys think about the gameplay. Let me know what other kind of videos you guys want to see from me. That's going to do it for today. We'll see you next time. Come on!